Welcome to the Virtual Y, everyone. My name is Linda, and we are so excited to share with you this treadmill series. It's a series that you can start as a beginner and then advance your way through, whether it takes you a day to get through the first video and then the second and third and fourth each day, or maybe you take the first video every single day of 1 week and then progress for the following week. So this is a great way to work and get that cardio in and really be familiar with the treadmill. Let's get started. We're gonna start with just a basic hitting guest if you want, stepping off, making sure that your feet are straddled before you get on the belt. Then simply just hit go, either at either position. It'll count down for you. One of the biggest mistakes people make is that they start on the treadmill with a full-fledged sprint. So we never want to do that. We want to warm our legs up. So go ahead and step on that belt. As it goes, it's going to seem super slow, but that's okay. So just start to just moderately walk. I want you to, this first video is just something to find what I like to call your groove. What is your walking pace? What comes naturally to you? So allow yourself just to walk. Start slow and then we'll progress faster and faster. If you know where your increase in speed is, that's what I want you to press up one time. So just increase it. Maybe instead of a half, it's at 1.1 mphs if you're familiar with those. Now let's talk about a little bit about the treadmill. Talk about some common mistakes that people make. And as we talk, we're gonna start to increase our speed as we go. If at any time the speed becomes too much, feel free just to slow it down. So let's go ahead and increase that speed one more time. I'm at about a 1.2 right now. I'm feeling my legs start to warm up, but it's still slow and controlled. We want today, this first one, we want to make sure that you feel successful. We want you to feel comfortable on the treadmill. I want you to feel like your heart rate starts to get more and more, rise up more and more. And so we want to just increase it again. So go ahead and hit that increase button. Now, if you have a medical condition that impacts what we like to call posture, okay? And everybody knows what posture is. I want you to pull the string like your head down to your feet are on a string. And I want you to pull that. I want you to pull your shoulders back so you're really standing nice and tall as you walk. And so if you've got a medical condition that prevents you from having that good posture, please talk with your healthcare provider. Never do a workout without talking to your healthcare provider. And for treadmill safety, we recorded a treadmill safety video, so please refer back to that video if you want to know how to set up your treadmill and how to walk on it and how to really begin a treadmill walking series. So go ahead and increase again, guys. We've got to get these legs moving. So I say let's get it up to 2.0. If that's comfortable for you, let's take it and go a little faster now. We're really having several minutes in. We're having to really put a little more effort in, having to talk a little bit, breathe a little bit, take a deep breath in through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and continuing to remember to keep that posture, right? Shoulders down and back, relaxed. And like I said, one of the biggest mistakes that we make is that we hop on when the treadmill's going 6.0. So never ever, always start out slow and begin to increase. Begin by standing with one foot on each side. We talked about that. Remember to clip. So if you haven't done that yet, I want you to clip that emergency braking system. If it's all twined, here's your emergency clip. Just go ahead and clip it to your shirt, your pants, wherever you can get to it really fast if you need to. If you're falling back off of the treadmill at any time, it's that emergency brake that stops the belt from moving. Very, very important. We start the treadmill, we did that already, at a slow rate. We observe the speed carefully, and then we increase. So increase at a smooth pace. You don't want to increase it by a lot, just a little every time. How about we get to 2.5? If you've got a monitor. Also, let's talk about if you've got a heart rate. We're gonna really tie a lot of this workout to our heart rate monitor. If you have one, great. If not, you can take your own pulse and count your heartbeats to see where that heart rate is at. But definitely we can talk about maybe just where your breathing's at. If you're having to breathe already and you're feeling that heart rate, that'll be an indication that you're really starting to work those legs, work that heart rate, and get a little more cardio in there. So this may seem, you know, all of the advice that I gave you may seem unnecessary, but treadmill users get a lot of injuries. And so we want you to be safe. I want you to enjoy this workout and keep coming back. So we're gonna do it in a safe way. Let's go ahead and increase again. Can we get to 2.8? Now this first video, like I said, is something where you're trying to find your groove. You're trying to feel comfortable on it. You're gonna find your stance. If you've got longer legs, of course, you're gonna have a longer stride. Shorter legs, maybe a little shorter stride, but just take that into account. Also with your posture, right? Shoulders down and back. We're gonna talk about posture a lot. All right, if you need to, handrails, they're your safety, right? So if you need to, if you're just starting out and you've never done a treadmill before, just hold on to the handrails, just one on each side, or you can hold on to the grips in front. Either one, it's a great way to keep your balance, especially if you've got balance issues. Feel free to grab a hold of those handrails. And then just take a deep breath in. How are we feeling? Hopefully the adrenaline's starting to come. All right. Another mistake that we make is we look down. We start to tuck our chin to our chest. Even though we've got our shoulders back in posture, we're out of posture when we tuck that chin to chest. So make sure, look up. Don't look down. Maybe if your phone is on the thing, just prop the phone up so that you can really keep that good posture. We want good walking posture is when the head is up, the eyes are forward. If you need the entertainment, there is TV that kind of keeps you entertained, but always being aware of where your speed's at, how your legs are feeling, how your breathing is going, and then maybe putting in some music as well to keep that beat. So bad posture on the treadmill can lead to lower back pain. So we really don't want that, right? We don't want lower back pain or neck pain. We want to be able to get stronger without the pain, right? So go ahead and increase again. Can we get to 3.0? Again, you do you, right? So if 3.0 is too fast, feel free to slow it down. It's all good. This first video, again, is just trying to find your groove, what works for you. You can tell I'm already starting to breathe. I'm having to take a few breaths and help me. I love talking because talking makes me take those breaths. So talk to yourself, right? Sing to yourself. Put some good music in and continue. So if the shoulder and the pain, the other thing with that posture, with that neck being bent or looking down, is that you can't get a good deep breath in. So I want you, again, shoulders back, looking straight ahead, eyes ahead. That'll allow you to take a lot of full and complete breaths. So every few minutes throughout your workout, give your shoulders a nice big roll. And we'll have a little stretch afterwards as well, but if you want a longer warm-up, feel free to come back to this video. This will be your warm-up video, right? To get you ready for the next progressive workout. So shoulder rolls back, down, so that we're not hunching forward, right? Sitting and standing, or standing nice and tall. And every few minutes throughout your workout, take a deep breath in. And then as it becomes more labored, take those deeper breaths. That'll give you the energy you need to really keep that walk strong. The other posture thing is when we lean forward, if we're holding on, or maybe we're using that incline. I don't want you to lean forward and hunch over, okay? We want to take a few moments, step onto the treadmill, correct the abdominals, engage them, right? Those abdominals. And like I said, pretend like you've got a string and you're pulling it out of the top of your head. All right, moving on. This is what the biggest thing that I hear from people when they have shin splints or calf injuries. Go ahead and increase if you can. Let's add some more. How are we feeling? We're really getting into this workout now. We're allowing that body to warm. So just start to increase again. Maybe 3.2 or 3.3. This is a great time to really push the limit a little bit to see how fast your body can go while you're still breathing. and you're still maintaining good posture, okay? The biggest thing the minute you start to feel calf issues or shin issues is your shoes. How old are your shoes? Way back, I tell people way back in the olden days, maybe shoes lasted a lot longer. But if you're using and you're walking every single day, feel free to change up your shoes. Go and get them tested. Find something that's a comfortable fit. No court shoes, right? We don't want court shoes. We don't want slippy shoes. We want the right type of walking shoe. And we want to always strike with the heel, right? And then rolling up into the pad of the foot. So slightly, you then roll through the step from heel to toe. Heel, toe, heel, toe. You can kind of feel that, right? As you walk through. The sequence of a heel strike and this roll through and this push off, right, with the toe is possible because your shoes are flexible. So when you go to the shoe store, you don't need the most expensive shoes, but feel free to make sure that these shoes aren't court shoes. They're not that flat with no arch or no support, because you want to make sure that you're rolling through the foot. So from heel to toe and making that good sequence. So don't wear stiff shoes, bottom line. Find something that's flexible. All right, so how are we feeling? Can we increase a little bit more? Let's do it. Go ahead and increase again. Taking that breath in and releasing that breath, that extra bit of energy. Really, we do a lot of shallow breathing. So take that breath in again. Exhale. Really draw in the abdominals. And then another mistake before we finish this first video and we're gonna have success is we don't use our arms. So if you're, again, go back to the basics. If this is your first time on a treadmill, you're going a little fast, you're feeling maybe a little unbalanced, use the guardrails, use the handrails, the side, the front. But if you're feeling confident, a lot of your energy, especially as you go faster, is gonna be in the arms. So just take and just try it. If it doesn't work, put your hands back down. But that motion, right, from the shoulders down to the hip, that running where it's almost like running arms, that's what you're gonna want. You're gonna want those running arms to give you momentum. So the arms play about 30% of this treadmill workout. So use them, try it out. If it doesn't work, feel free to grab those guardrails until you feel strong enough and feel secure enough to keep walking without them. So, are you feeling good? Can we try to see if we can go bump it up just a little bit more? Maybe 3.6. Again, I'm giving you options. Feel free to stay right where you are. I want you to find your speed. So let's do it again. I'm gonna increase, you increase. I'm gonna start to use and pump my arms a little bit. I'm gonna push just a little bit. So I'm gonna push you just a little bit before we start to come back, all right? We're almost done with this first workout. How are we feeling? Are we feeling like we can conquer everything, right? All right, legs are moving, heart rate's up. I'm taking those breaths in. I'm pulling that string out of the top of my head. I've got good posture, and then I'm using those arms. So many things to remember, right? And I'm going that flow from the heel to the toe, right? Heel strike, finding that flexible motion through the foot. All right, take that breath in again. Increase again. You got this. Are we excited? Are we excited to start that next progression? I am. All right, let's give me 20 more seconds. Breathing in, breathing out, and then start to recover. Did we feel our groove? Go ahead, slow the treadmill down, slowly. Good. Just bringing that decline of speed. As you do, continue to breathe, continue to walk, continue just to slow down. Heart rate is coming down. Good, we want that heart rate to come down slowly, so we're not gonna just drop it to zero. We're just gonna slowly decrease that speed. All right, how we doing? So if you felt like you were going too fast, make sure the key to that, I know for a second if I would see you, if you start to hunch where you're having to really, or you're grabbing it really tight, that means you're going too fast. So just slow it down. All right, I think we're about time. Go ahead and slow all the way down. Start to walk gently. Find that nice slow stride, not slide, that nice slow stride. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and just hit pause or stop. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this treadmill introduction video. I hope you feel successful. I hope you feel like you've learned how and why and what of the treadmill. And so stay tuned. We've got many more videos coming up to progress that workout each and every day. We'll see you guys tomorrow.